Wait, what? You are thick with two C's. That's not the right one. Clary, I fear our situation may be dire. Pi, Poke and I have landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in the SAR system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they decided inside to investigate the source of the readings. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since the descending below the surface either. I'm bad at reading, apparently. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. God, they really all just did die, like in the middle of whatever they were doing. Launching this might be an awful idea. Hit my head. Ow. Okay, we're back at the quantum moon locator. I need to be on my ship. I left my ship at the high energy lab. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Was it the high energy lab? I did. It was the high energy lab, right? Whee! So there's that. There's something else. I'm actually going into space. My fuel is perilously low. I would like to find my ship. There we go, high energy lab. There's a big building. I'm going to go there. Hello, ship. How you doing? On the off chance you might give me fuel, I'm going to stack you in here. Why? Stop, 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 stop. That is broken. That is fine, okay. Oh, that sun is really close. I didn't realize it get that big. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're in a place now. Yarrow, some time has passed since I checked within with you, Pyre. How are you holding the... How are you and idea progressing with the Sun Station plans? Presently, my assessment is that all our plans will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. You know I don't find that funny. How curious, Remy thinks I'm a gas? And I don't recall requesting that you monitor this conversation idea. I don't see what state of matter you're... Wow. I don't see what state of matter you are has to do with this. I don't recall supporting the Sun Station's construction, but here we are. Yara, hypothesis. Time spent away from the station would be beneficial for both of you. I'm immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Yara. That, at least, we can agree on. Okay, Ow, fuck me. I agree. This is so much better than Thorny Cactus. Hello Slate, bye Slate, hello Moon. Bye Moon. Okay. Wow, that got really close to Timberhearth there, didn't it? Anyway. I'm going to go into the Sunless City. I know the route. I'm going to go to the High Energy Lab. I'm going to take the route from the High Energy Lab to the Sunless City. I'm going to take the High Energy Lab alternate route from the Sunless City to blah 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 blah. Yes. Energy Lab to Sunless City, then Sunless City to Energy Lab. That's the right way to do it. This is not, however, the right way to do it. Holy macaroni. Right, there's that. Okay, then we land. At least we know the darkness in the cave is mostly just me being fraidy cat. And we should be okay. Hopefully. Crash site caves. Crash site caves. Crash site caves is a quicker way. Again. Right, run, run, run. We have to be fast. We have to be fast. We have to get to the Sunless City before the sand buries all of our important junk. So it's this way. Forgot I have a flashlight. I want, because time freezes when I read. I wonder if I can read something and then move about. Right, so I have to go up here, right? It's through here. It's up there. It's through the sand. And it's through this sand as well. There we go. And then we do not waste time reading other places. We go straight into here. Ha! Awesome. Right. Ouch. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Alright, let's light up the place. That one. Which one? And the high energy lamp will be... down... all the way at the bottom. Of course it is. High energy lab. That looks important. I have no idea if this is where I'm supposed to be going, but it's at the bottom of the pit. More cave. More cave, and I'm against time because I'm at the bottom of the planet. I'm going to follow the cable. Sand does not like my scout. You fucker. Ass. Ass. Okay. This isn't good. Oh, I can do it right here. I thought I had to be at the suit thing to do that, but no, okay. That means I'm low on oxygen. This might be a very short run. Sand, please. Yes, if sand could cover the... Sand cover cactus, then 60 seconds of oxygen remaining. Ow. 60 seconds of oxygen remaining. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, that's not 60 seconds. Right. Hello, Slate. Bye, Slate. Moon. No moon. Okay, and then we get this, and we get that, and we dive out. And we go this way. We go into this cave down here. And we go up in here. And we go up here. And then we're here. And we do this. And the door opens. We descend. Turn on all of the lights. Descend right to the bottom. Open the door. Follow the cable. There are cacti everywhere. And then we're here. Which I can get across by waiting for it to fill up. Which, you know, fair enough. I suppose there's another way. I can get around this quickly. My fear is that because I have to wait for this to fill up to get across those cacti, that I'm going to be panicking on the other side because the sand's already at the level where the cave is. Which isn't good, because, you know, this whole concept of being buried alive is not fun. Not looking forward to it. Can I see myself? Hold on. Oh my god, I have a body. Hello. I can't actually see what I look like because I'm wearing a spacesuit. But I can't not take a picture of myself when I'm not wearing the spacesuit. Remove the cacti. I bet this looks fantastic on YouTube, doesn't it? Oh, you piss. Okay. Right. I have to jump over the cacti, right? Here comes the sand. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sand. I'm going to die. Why? Oh? Oh? Are we okay? This is... That's the ghost crystals, right? The ghost crystals going to the place that I couldn't be before. Okay. Huh. Ha! And we've made it. These people haven't. Grab a probe launcher from the tool belt. What is this? Remove warp core. Remove warp core. Wasn't one of these in the museum at the start? Am I imagining? Am I misremembering that? Interesting. Okay. Is it? I'm going to turn it on before I read anything. Oh, but there is... Okay. Hasn't really done anything, has it? I should read what this place does. Pi, records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from Whitehall Station. Remy and I are devising an experiment to test this as a real phenomenon or simple machine error. Sorry, what? Records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing the Whitehall Station. There's some sort of time dilation thing happening? Remy, in theory, What we want to try and reduce is the negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. Initial things first, our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup on the white hole station. Okay. Remy, hypothesis. It is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. Why is that important? Remy, an update. Our experiment here has reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an experiment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to the unaided eyes. To that end, we've decided to try and adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. Pi. Of note, Remy, Yarrow requests that we let him know before rerouting energy to the experiment. Okay, just done. Right, where are they? I was here. Of note, Remy, Yarrow requested that we let him know before we route energy experiment. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. Which he is, because they're under the ground. Pi, all available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Remy and I are about to run a new test. Hypothesis confirmed. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it. Pi saw it. Hypothesis confirmed. This is beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What does it change? What a beautiful day for the intersection of abstract theory and practical application. There's a time dilation between the white hole and the black hole. And this helps me how? I wonder which one of these is Pyre and Yarrow and everyone else. Ship log updated. Remy, the Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval... If creating a 22-minute interval is possible, that is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it was actually sent through the... Wait, what? We've learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the eternal interval increases at an exponential rate. Hypothesis: creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. The energy is currently unavailable, you say? You're a gas pie. My pun was unintended, Remy, so I believe it's you who is... air reform. Hi, Remy and I believe it will be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy. A thrilling but enormous undertaking. We would also require advanced warp technology to be able to handle such technology. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be the Ash Twin. I'm assuming these are locations of the warp things, because that's obviously here. The twins. There's one Brittle Hollow. Which one would be Brittle Hollow? Brittle Hollow goes to the oh, what was it? The surface snow village. Not quite sure what that. Maybe this one. Pi, the Ash Twin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need a way to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Route. What if we used warp towers, like the one we have at the White Hole station, to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Clary, Poke, Root and I can begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. Black Hole Forge. Yarrow, of note, each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. On each tower on Ash Twin? Right, because there was one that warped to the Timberhearth. One went to Timberhearth. Yeah, my gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet, but I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. What? Okay. Phlox, we can design each tower to visibly reflect its warp destination. Okay. The Giant's Deep Tower, for instance, should resemble a cyclone, and we could use the model of Timberhearth's tower after a geyser mountain. Right. I see. Okay. That makes sense. So, there's an ability to go to different places quickly. Exit. Interesting, okay. So, this part of the game I was wondering about if I was going, because there's a 22-minute, 22, 23, yeah, specifically building a 22-minute time window. Is that what's happening to me? Am I caught in this weird time window? And do I need to do something? That's what I was going to say. Like, I was wondering if part of this game was if I learnt everything I can, and then I'm going to have to do like some sort of like quick run between every planet in the 22 minutes I have to try and complete some task. And by the wording of that, it sounds like I might have to. What that is yet, I still have no idea. So, grab probe launcher from the tool belt. Okay, so... Insert. Okay. So this creates... Is this a good idea? Oh, what the hell? That absolutely does come out sooner than... How does this information help me? How does this information... What do I do with this? It doesn't... Oh, it's so weird. What happens if I remove this? Can I remove this? Yeah. What happens if I do that? Oh. Hmm. Wait, what? I'm so sorry. What did I do? Holy I'm sorry. What happened? You destroyed the fabric of space-time. What? That's it, I finished the game. Thank you everybody for watching, I hope you all enjoyed.
It's great.
Load previous save. Did I actually finish the game? That was fucking... Okay, I have the launch code. I was about to say. So, don't destroy the fabric of space-time is what I've learned from that. The Sunless City, Anglerfish Fossil, Sand Station, Gravity Cannon, Frozen Nomai Shuttle, High Energy Lab. What is this? Subsurface energy readings. Okay, well that happened. Let's not do that again. Hello, Slate. Bye-bye, Slate. So I got a few leads from the High Energy Lab before I was so rudely thrust away from the very fabric of the universe. I think the biggest one was... There's a black hole forge. And I'm going to assume from context that it's on Brittle Hollow. Black Hole Forge. I know I crafted warp cores at the Black Hole Forge before delivering them to the Ash Twin. It may be in the Hanging City. So that might be our next objective, is going back to Brittle Hollow again. The Interloper. There was a ship there, right? They lost some people on the Interloper. Frozen Nomai Shuttle. Subsurface energy readings. The Interloper long after the arrival of the solar system. Clary, the Nomai who stayed behind, lost contact with the other two after the Interesting. What I'm fascinated by is that everyone who inhabited this solar system appears to have all died in the middle of doing things. I would like to know why. Yep. But before I go back to Brittle Hollow, or anywhere I've been before, there's a few, I assume, smaller leads that I would like to check out before I progress. Although whether or not they are small leads is up to be interpreted, I guess. I'm going first to go over here, because I haven't revisited this place since I fell into the ghost goop. And I see ghost goop. I wasn't aware this camera showed it. Interesting. Can I land inside? Maybe. Whoa! The geysers don't appear to be messing with me. Are we good? I'm going to pull forward a little bit. One safe landing. Press the right button. There we go. Ta-da! Indeed. So what is down here? Live. There is a big pit into water. The door. There's a thing. What is this thing? Mining site 2B. Is this where they got the girl from that game from? Near Automata. They mined her out of the rock. I see, this is the other side of the bridge, right? There might be stuff down below. Maybe. There's certainly terrain. But I'm assuming the important thing is in here. When I think of it, this apparently acts as... Apparently I can take I can take cameras. I can take a picture with this camera without launching it. But there's only a beta launch. Bing? No? So I can take pictures with it. I didn't know I could do that. What's this? Return. Oh. Oh! That is mighty handy. I legitimately didn't know I could do that. I wonder if I could... The perks of VR, eh? Look at this. Hello! Hi! Oh wow, that worked. Hi! Nope. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Okay, sure. Don't have a face. I'm half expecting to take a picture of myself and then something be behind me. Right, so mining site 2B. We must move the blue balls. Oh my god, what? Why isn't that lighting up? Why is that not lighting up? The hell? Oh, fuck. Oh. Wow, okay, that just appeared. Hello, Nomai. What in the hell? I was not expecting... Okay, so... There's a waterfall. Ah, I see a... Wow, it's dark in here. Okay. Oh, okay. Yep, no, we're fine. Hello. Hmm. I'm assuming this can't... Yeah, this doesn't light up the place. I have to launch it to light it up. Rock. It's a sparkly rock from the Zero-G cave. Oh! I'm sorry, is your name Oh No? I'm going to go to Giant's Deep and look at that then. And gravity's too high to use my jetpack. That is one way. Fucking hell. Oh, fuck!